What's up, my fellow BDSM fetishists? My name is Eternal Visage, and I'm bringing you another episode of VIBEHAUS, a show so sweet you might get diabetes. In case you live under the magnifying glass of a totalitarian government, last week Arlo was given 4 thumbs down. Another shocking unanimous elimination, except it wasn't that shocking because the dude was a total prick. But there's no time to waste. We have to start this episode, except I'm gonna waste some time by going over to the squatters in the house and seeing what they're chatting about. You know, I really like to be in the loop. Sometimes I just feel like I'm out of it. You know, being a timeless creature, I can't keep up with the youngins. So let's go snooping, shall we? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, dude.
Yeah, nobody cares. Like, really, like, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, if somebody cared, I think you would not have to even ask that question. Literally, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know that. Nobody is affected by that. That does not affect anybody's life in a major way. You just are so self-absorbed that you think everybody has to know that.
Yeah, you tell Liberty, your vibrato is really coming far away.
You put the egg and the coconut. You put the egg in the coconut, and then you put the coconut in the Wumble Dut. And then you slice the mango with the Django, and then you gourify the lubricant. Yeah, what he said. And then you take the Deborah Downing and you slam it into the cucapoose, and then you rattle it around with all 11 of your fingers, and then with all 11 of your fingers you massage it like you're trying to give it a tender back rub before you absolutely destroy its asshole. Add a sprinkle of peppermint to the mix and you've got yourself a souffle. What the fuck are any of them talking about? I really am concerned. Except I guess I shouldn't be surprised. 5 weeks in the Vibe House really does a number on a normal human mind. But let's take them out of their insanity and just destruction of reality and bring them into this week's next challenge. This is normally the part where I would say let's jump right into it, but unbeknownst to everybody, we've already jumped right into it. Whoa, what am I doing here? Yeah, what's going on? What's up, boys and boboblins? Host, why are you in an ice cream cone? Unfortunately, Kaz, I can't tell you that because that's part of this week's challenge. Or should I say, today's other challenge. You guys already did a Lazy Lounge challenge today, but I wiped your memories as soon as it was over, and then I reset your memories back to whatever it was you were doing and or talking about before I brought you into the Lazy Lounge. All I can tell you is that this was the aftermath of the challenge. And now, the real MB challenge, the challenge that will secure somebody's position of power in the house. The real challenge is to determine what the challenge was. What? So here's how we're gonna do it. There are several clues spread throughout the Vibe House. You all have to go find these clues and then come back to me as soon as you can with your hypothesis as to what the previous challenge was. Now, you've only got one guess, so you better make it count. If nobody guesses correctly with their one guess, then the person who won the previous challenge will be made MB by default. But if you're the first person who can come up to me with the correct guess, then you will be made MB, and the person who won the previous challenge will get a cash prize of $1 million.
Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, Tessa, it sure is. And on top of that, if you were the person who won the previous challenge and you win this one, then you will become MB and we'll have a double elimination situation on our hands. Excuse the fuck out of me.
What is happening?
So as soon as I shoot Tobias in the kneecap, this challenge officially starts. What? Ow. Go! Okay guys, like what's our game plan here? Like Kaz, Salvador, what are we gonna do? I think we should split up and look for clues. You guys have fun with that. I'm just gonna chill here if you don't mind. You're not gonna do anything? Like you're not gonna do this challenge whatsoever? No, I already won last week and now I don't feel like trying. Kaz, you're kind of a bitch. I know, but it's okay. Yeah, you're right. Hey Aurora, let's split up already and look for these clues, right? Yeah, let's go. Tobias. Did you hear Aurora and Salvador? They're splitting up to look for clues. Do you think we should do the same? If I'm gonna copy anybody's strategy, it's not gonna be theirs. I'm just gonna go find the clues by myself. What, Tobias? You can't do everything by yourself. I can't do everything, but I can probably do this. I bet I know where to find the first clue. Hey host, is there anything you can tell me about this past challenge? Very clever, Tobias. You should always know that sometimes the first clue isn't that far away. What I can tell you is that this past challenge was very revealing. Well, that doesn't immediately help me, but I can't imagine the rest of the clues explicitly tell you what the challenge was. Good luck, guys. See you later.
Wow, Tobias really isn't a team player.
Yeah, but, you know, whatever, I guess. It doesn't mean we can't work together.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go Scooby-Doo on these motherfuckers. Yes, I knew there was going to be a clue in here. I just knew there had to be one. It appears that this is an old-fashioned tape recorder player thing device with headphones attached to it, and there's a note on it that says, "Play me," so I think I'm going to do just that for the pleasure of the viewing audience. Hey guys, Eternal Visage here. This is actually going to be part of my new debut EP. So this is a song by The Who that I really like, and I'm gonna sing it now to avoid copyright issues. And like, if my singing voice is bad, please don't yell at me. Like, I'm still working on it. Okay, here I go. Who are you? Who are you? Who? Oh my god, I hate this song. But those lyrics have to mean something, right? Who are you? Who? The first clue that I found was somewhere around the SYS place. There was a coupon on the floor for free ice cream, and of course I spotted that shit out like a hawk. So I flipped it over, and it said, Margaret's Ice Cream, feeding families for generations. And it was good for one free cone of ice cream, and I was like, well, okay, this seems a little fucking useless. But there might be a common theme between this ice cream coupon and the fact that the host is sitting inside of an ice cream cone, so I guess I have no choice but to keep looking throughout the house. I checked 12 out of the 13 bathrooms and found nothing substantial. That is, until I reached the 13th bathroom. Hanging out of the septic tank of the toilet was a fortune from a fortune cookie, and the fortune read, "Be true to yourself." So the last challenge was revealing, and now this clue that says "Be true to yourself." Could it possibly have something to do with the revealing of an identity? If it does, whose identity? Whose identity? I had ripped up the entire library looking for clues, but hadn't found anything. I was about to go up to the last bookshelf and start ripping the place to shreds, but luckily I didn't, because at the last second, I noticed that the title of every book lined up in a row, the very first letter, if you looked at the very first letter of every single book in a row, it spelled out, "The host is keeping a secret." So, the host is keeping a secret, and it's very revealing. Oh, what could it be? He's in an ice cream cone, he's keeping a secret, and it's very revealing. Does he have an ice cream fetish?
Even though breaking shit didn't work too well for me in the last MB challenge, I decided to employ it this time. I started smashing vases, I smashed a couple potted plants, I ripped a ton of paintings off the wall and looked behind them, and what do you know, there was actually a clue behind one. It was a note that said, "The host is a fucking ice cream cone."
I overheard Tessa yelling in the hallway about something about the host is a fucking ice cream cone. And I'm not calling her dumb or anything, but I don't think that Tessa would have the idea to purposefully mislead me by yelling out a false clue that she found. So, I'm gonna count it as one of my clues. Oh, hey Tobias. Move it, you bag of bricks. Okay. Ow, what the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? You tripped me, you asshole. No, I didn't. You fell. You are a piece of human garbage. Oh shit, where did my fortune go? Oh, what? You mean this thing that you dropped? Please give me that back. Why should I? Because I found it. It's a clue that I found first. You were planning to take this, weren't you? You were gonna take it so no one else could see this clue. And so what if I was? Do you think that's unfair or something? Well, if you're gonna be all finders keepers about it, then so am I. Thanks for the clue, Tobias. Okay, you're welcome. It wasn't that useful anyways. That clue is extremely useful. Salvador's a dick. So that little rat Tobias was holding a fortune from a fortune cookie that said, "Be true to yourself." So that stupid "Who Are You" song and a fortune that says, "Be true to yourself." It probably has something to do with, I don't know, coming out of the closet? No, maybe not. Maybe it's like self-reflectivity. I don't know, but I feel like I'm really running out of time here. Tobias had already found a clue, which means that the clock is running out. I'm gonna go meet up with that bitch and see if we can't come up with anything. Probably the most obvious clue I found so far was the one in the library. Whoever was in here before did a real number on the place, say except for the last bookshelf, which, if you noticed, the very first letter of every title of the book, arranged in a row, spelled out "The host is keeping a secret." So from this, I pieced together that the previous challenge must have been to reveal the host's true identity. Thinking this, I figured it was good enough of a guess, so I started to run back. Hey Salvador, did you gather enough clues? I think I did. Why don't you go first though? Okay, so basically I found this coupon for one free ice cream cone on the floor, and then I overheard Tessa in the hallway screaming about how she found a clue that says the host is a fucking ice cream cone. I'm getting a lot of ice cream hints, but I just don't know how that has to do with the previous challenge. Well, don't you worry your precious bitch ass, Aurora. I think I can put together 2 and 2 from that. I found a tape recorder with that stupid song by The Who that says like, who are you or whatever. And I bumped into Tobias in the hallway and I stole one of his clues. It was a fortune from a fortune cookie that said, be true to yourself. What do you make of that? Hang on, wait. I think I'm about to have a brain blast. An aneurysm? Be true to yourself. Who are you? Ice cream. That's it. I've got it. Who are you was the mystery behind it. Who is the host? What is he? Be true to yourself is about the host being true to himself, that he's not some weird ghost jellyfish, but instead he's some weird floating glob of ice cream, I guess. The ice cream coupon was just more fortification that ice cream had a big role to play in it. And Tessa, literally screaming her clue that the host is a fucking ice cream cone, just puts 2 and 2 and 2 and 4 and 3 and 5 together. The host is actually a scoop of ice cream, and the previous challenge was to figure that out. We had to figure out the host's true identity. We did it, Salvador. I think we just figured it out. Well, who's gonna be the one to tell the host? Which one of us should be the MB? I think you should do it, Salvador. I think you've really earned it. No, come on, Aurora. I haven't earned shit. Not gonna lie, I think you did most of the work this time. Plus, you could have won week 2. I think it's time you got an MB. No, I just don't know. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna be real with you. This is my first calculated move against Aurora. I know that if she gets MB, she's gonna put Tobias on the block, and I want her war to be her war. I don't want to get involved in this. I know I'm playing it kind of late still, but I really do want to be Aurora's sidekick. That way I can slide under the radar. I kind of want a bigger target on Aurora's back than I want mine. And I know that I'm supposed to be selfless and be a white knight for my queen or whatever the fuck, but no. I want to win the Vibe House. I really do fuck with Aurora. I really like her. But she's the one that got involved with this, not me. I can be loyal up to a point where it won't get me kicked off of the show, and right now I just really want her to take the credit for this. Come on, Aurora. I really want this to be your moment to shine. If you win MB, Tobias is probably going home, which is what we want, right? You know, if I was MB, I would probably fuck up somehow. I think you're more capable than I am. Salvador, you're so full of shit, man. Me being more capable? What does that mean? It means that I trust you more than I trust myself. Look, if we stand here arguing about who's gonna win MB, then neither of us are gonna win MB. So we just gotta pick already, alright? So Kaz, are you just actually not doing this MB whatsoever? No. Like I said, host, I really just don't feel like it. Well, you sure are acting like you're not in danger or anything. I mean, am I though? Despite what everyone knows now, I think I'm still pretty safe. Kaz, you know you don't have to make that face around me, right? Like, I know all about it. I knew it before you even got on the show. Well, it's like I said earlier, host, I'm trying to keep it up. Besides, what if someone walks around the corner and I'm just making that face? Then what? They're not even gonna notice. Come on, Kaz, I just want to see it. I just want to see it in person. Come on, just do it. Just do it for like 1 second. And like, can you like say something while you're doing it? Like something that only Kaz would say? You know, host, sometimes I think you're a real pain in the ass, and this is one of those times. He's doing it. Listen to yourself. You're so easily amused. So what, Kaz? So what? We live in a pretty depressing fucking world, so why not just be easily amused? I guess you have a point. Look alive, Kaz. Somebody's coming. You better put your facade back up. Oh, who is it?
It's me, Tessa.
Oh, Tessa, what's going on? Do you have a guess for me?
I sure do, host. I have the only correct guess.
Well, then let me hear it.
You're actually an ice cream cone, and the previous challenge was to try to eat you. But then you hired a bunch of ninjas and martial artists to kick us off you like, and shit like that. But of course, me being the absolute assassin monster that I am, I managed to get a bite out of you and bypass all of your fucking ninjas and assassins. Therefore, I won the previous MB challenge, and I got a little tasty scoop of ice cream to boot.
Tessa, that could not be further from the truth. I'm sorry, but you've lost.
Oh, fucking son of a bitch.
Wow, Tessa, that really sucks.
You wanna talk about sucks, Kaz? I'll suck the blood out of your goddamn rook.
Kinky.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, Liberty, my sweet queen of song. Do you have a guess for me, your lovely ding-dong? Yeah, I most certainly do. I think that the previous challenge, since it was very revealing, like you said, I think that it revealed something very personal about you. And what can be more personal than a sexual fetish? I think that you get off on people eating ice cream. I think you like ice cream being poured all over your body. I think you like it being melted on the tip of your steaming hot. Of your steaming hot. Liberty, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there because I don't think you're anywhere close to the truth. And I'm sorry, but you've lost. no. Dun, 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 dun. Liberty died. With Liberty and Tessa out and Kaz just not trying for some reason, we've only got 3 people left in the running for MB, and it looks like they're literally running. Tobias and Aurora are neck and neck. Whoa, host, can't you see the look in their eyes? It looks like they've both figured it out. Yeah, but only one of them can get to me first, and whoever that is gonna be the winner. Oh, what's this? A shocking turn of events. Salvador is running like 3 times as fast as the both of them. You know what, come to think of it, Aurora and Tobias are running really slow. Yeah, they're both really out of shape. I was playing shirtless volleyball with Aurora a couple days ago, and she just couldn't keep up with my endurance.
Yeah, they're both fucking nerds, what do you expect?
But Salvador, with plenty of years of rugby training under his belt, is careening past them. And it looks like he's holding something in his hand. Hello, host, it's me, Salvador. I have the correct answer for you. Well, spill, Salvador, spill. But it won't be me telling you. Listen to this. Hey, host, it's Aurora. I know what the previous challenge was. Oh, hello, Aurora from the past. The previous challenge was we had to figure out your identity, and your identity is really a vanilla ice cream cone. Oh my god, is that it? Salvador, are you saying that by showing me this tape recording, you're forfeiting your chances of an MB? Yeah, fuck it. Does it count or what? Well, I did hear it from Aurora first, so I guess that means she wins. I'm so out of breath. Oh my god, I'm so out of shape. Did you play it, Salvador? Did you play it for him? Yeah, I most certainly did. Yeah, he most certainly did. So that means you win, Aurora. You win MB this week. Oh, hot dog. I'm so excited, I could replace all of my limbs with forks, spoons, and knives. Well, that's right, everybody. The challenge in question, the one that has been wiped from all of your brains, was to reveal my secret identity, which is 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream and a vanilla ice cream cone. So this whole time, I haven't been a jellyfish or like an alien or anything like that. No, I've just been a big old glob of ice cream. And Aurora here has figured out that you guys have figured it out. But who specifically figured it out? I will now reveal the winner of the $1 million cash prize. Hey, Tobias, don't look so glum. You're walking away with $1 million. What, for real? Hot psych, you didn't win. Oh. Hot psych again, you did actually win. Come on, host, why do you have to play these games? Because it's fun. Tobias, you were the first person to figure out my identity in the previous challenge. So, while you have not won MB, you have won $1 million. That's fantastic to hear. Goddamn son of a bitch. Why do we have to go through 2 challenges? So, Aurora, you have now been granted the power of MB, and I have very high expectations of you, okay? I really need you to put 2 people up from nom-noms. Do you think you can do that for me? Oh, yes, I most certainly think I can do that for you, host. That's great. I'm glad to hear it. Well, everybody, if you don't mind me, I have to go be ice cream somewhere else. I want this young tonight. Hey Aurora, what are you doing? Oh, hey Tobias, I'm just listening to the host's playlist that's his inspiration for his singing career. He has that stupid song by The Who on here, but he has this really good one that Aurora, what the fuck do you think you're doing, man? Come on. I can look past you stealing my hot Cheetos 2 weeks ago, but this is unacceptable. Nobody should listen to another man's playlist unless he gives them explicit permission to, because you never know what you could find on there. You know, that's very personal. I don't understand what the big deal. I don't understand what the big deal is, host. It's just other people's music. Of course you wouldn't understand, Aurora. You're not a multi-dimensional, timeless, extra-dimensional being like me. We have our secrets to keep, okay? We know some pretty damning stuff. So if you don't mind, I'll be taking my tape recorder. I'll be taking my tape player back. Okay, fine. What song is that anyways? Hold on. Let me look here. I'm definitely not looking at Shazam. I definitely didn't hear this from GTA Vice City and immediately was like, wow, I need to Shazam that. Your Love by The Outfield, Aurora. See, you don't see how that could be very personal to somebody. You just don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things. Right, okay, well, I'll let you and Tobias get back to it because it seems like you guys have some pretty tense dialoguing to do. Is it just me, or is he turning into a little bit more of a bitch every episode? It's not just you, bro. Okay, good. So what's up, Tobias? What do you want? Well, first, I want to congratulate you on your MB. Thank you very much. And then I want to tell you that you make me sick. Oh? Are you okay? Do you need a bucket or something? Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. No, Aurora. I'm not going to be physically ill or anything. I'm just saying you make me sick because you represent everything I hate. Everything? Well, not everything. It's just that you represent the underdog who's gonna defy all odds and knock down the oppressors. You are a fairy tale. Don't call me names. People are gonna watch this and think that if they believe in themselves, or work very hard, or with the power of friendship, they can achieve anything. And that's a lie. And you're helping keep this lie alive. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just wanted to win an MB. Well, now that you've won the MB, I know exactly what you're gonna do with it. Do you know, Tobias? Do you really know? Can you really read my mind? Are you that powerful? Yeah, Aurora, I already told you. I have a crystal ball power, and I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna put me on the block, then I'm probably going to go home, and then, the very next week, you're gonna see yourself out. It's like I said, Aurora, just don't do it. How am I supposed to believe a gosh darn word you say? It doesn't make any sense. Look, I'm not going to tell you any details of my MB, okay? You're just going to have to live with that. You're just going to have to live in silence because I'm not making deals with you. You told me week 3 that this is war, and I'm taking our rivalry to a whole nother level. So you better buckle up, bitch, because I'm not going to take it easy. I was hoping you wouldn't. I expect to see myself on that block. And I expect you to go home. Well, I don't expect that. And I don't think you should either, because like I said... Oh, would you get out of here with that bullshit, Tobias? I thought you'd be way better at trying to sway me. But right now, you just sound like a crazy person. Crazy? You think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm loony? What are you doing? Okay, Aurora, actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to open myself up to you. I'm going to open the clamshell, and you're going to see the pearl that is my beautiful mind. Are you ready to see it? Sure, I guess. Alright, here's why I think you're going home right after me. Let's talk about Salvador, otherwise known as your boiling pot of water who is going to sizzle and explode on you at any moment. Let's talk about something kind of thought-provoking here. Why did you win MB? Why did Salvador let you win it? Why is he just letting people get MBs for his safety instead of actually winning the MBs himself? Cause he's a pussy-ass bitch and he doesn't want to have the power? Getting Tessa on our side was a pretty good idea, but I really don't understand why he gave me MB this time. Really? You don't know? That sucks. I thought you were smarter than that. I would tell you why I think he did it, but you're not gonna believe a word I say, because I'm your rival or whatever. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna give you something to think about, because I like you, Aurora. I really, really do. This rivalry is not seated in hatred. I just feel like if I do win VIBEHAUS, it's not gonna mean much if I don't have some triumphant defeat over you. So to be honest, I'm gonna come right out and say it. I want you and me to be in the final 2. But I don't want to work with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really strange, and while I do understand the psychology behind it, I would rather just save myself the trouble and get your ass kicked out. And you're not really scaring me with the whole, if I go home, you're going home next nonsense. That doesn't make any sense. And now you're dangling some Salvador shit over my head like Tobias, and none of this is working on me. Because as long as I remember that your end goal is to get me to lose, then none of it holds any weight. I don't care if you want to make a deal. I don't care if you want safety or something. I'm not gonna hear it. Aurora, to be honest, I'm insulted. You really think I would try to dangle Salvador information over your head as a safety plea? Get with the program. This is week 5. Nobody should be doing shit like that anymore. Look, this is the last thing I'll say to you before I fuck off for the rest of the day, okay? I don't think that Salvador wants the spotlight. I think he wants to stay far away from it. I think he plans to piggyback off of everybody's game. I think your strategy isn't much different, but Salvador's kind of doing it better than you, because he hasn't won an MB yet. Nobody's put him on the block yet. He is on nobody's radar. Except for mine, but there's nothing I can do about it. So take it how you will. That's just some food for thought. And speaking of food, I'm gonna go make a sandwich. I don't know what Tobias wanted me to do with this information, I really don't. I don't know if he wanted me to go attack Salvador or something. I don't know if he wanted me to be paranoid, but I really don't care. It's actually impossible for me to be paranoid right now because I just have too much power. There's no need to stress about long games. I'm pretty sure I have my safety nets. As long as I put up the right people, I should be good.
Hey, Kaz, we're just a couple of little devils, aren't we? We're just a couple of little double-crossing troublemakers.
Yeah, Tessa, we sure are.
Do you ever feel bad about the things that you do?
No, Tessa, to be honest, the only way to get anywhere in life is to play both sides. All anyone wants to hear is that their opinion is right. You just have to be good at pretending to give a shit.
Have you ever considered that this is why none of your close relationships last a long time?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I wonder which one of us is going to benefit the most from our double-crossing ways.
Probably me. I know nobody's buying your loyalty until the very end thing. especially since you already put a hole in it.
I put no hole nowhere. Sally and Aurora really did do me dirty thanks to you.
I'm not telling you what you want to hear when I say that that was all me. I really don't think you should have taken it out on them.
Well, I did, so whatever. They better hope I don't survive this week.
To be honest, I hope you don't survive this week because I know that you don't give a shit about me.
Why, that's true. You're not my top target. Sorry if that offends you.
I don't care. I'm just wondering, has Liberty said anything about me?
She said she misses you. Or at least, she misses doing Molly and the MB with you.
Oh, those were simpler times. I think it's time me and Liberty made up.
How are you gonna do that after everything? You guys both had each other's backs, and then you took turns just stabbing them over and over with sharp objects.
I have an idea. No worries. Hey Kaz, can I pull you away from this fucking wench for a second to talk nom-noms with you in the MB?
Fuck off, Salvador. I hate you. I wish you were dead.
You're gonna be on the block this week, so you better be on your best behavior.
I'll believe it when I hear it from Aurora myself, you fat fucking oaf.
Okay, I'm gonna leave before this gets any further. Let's go, Salvador. Come on, let's scoot. Gentlemen, welcome. Come into my MB. We gotta make some pretty tough decisions here, okay guys? We're at a point in the game where any little mistake matters. Let's start with nom-noms. Who do you guys think I'm gonna put up on the block? Probably Tessa and Tobias. Wrong, Kaz. You're so wrong. You lose 10 points. I'm gonna put up Tessa and Liberty. What? Why? Because those two are my enemies right now, and they're both a beast at competitions. Liberty's 1-2. Tessa's 1-1, I think. So the likelihood of those two winning a SYS is pretty damn high. And then, if one of them wins SYS, I'm gonna put Tobias up on the block, and that way there's no escape for that motherfucker. Basically, I'm taking a gamble here, because if neither of them win SYS, then I really have no choice but to make shit up as I go. I don't know which one of them I want out of the house more right now. Like, Liberty's cool, but she's more of a threat, and Tessa's just Tessa. If I can weigh in, I think you should kick off Tessa, because I plan to make up with Liberty later. I'm gonna get her back on my side and away from Tobias. How do you plan to do that? Molly usually works. Yeah, Molly usually works. So how does that sound? Tessa and Liberty up on the block, yay or nay? I think it's very risky, but sometimes big risks have a better reward, and I think that the best reward is getting Tobias kicked out of this house without even having a chance to save himself. I think it's an A-okay idea, and I do really like it. That's great, Salvador. That's really kind of okay. Okay, well, now that that's settled, Kaz, me and Salvador are gonna start making out, so, unless you want to see that, you know, you can stick around, but I really recommend not doing it. Okay. Thanks. Are you serious? No, Salvador, I'm not serious. I just wanted Kaz to leave the room without having to ask him, because I want to talk to you alone about something that's just me and you, and not me, you, and Kaz. Okay, what is it? Are you purposefully dodging any kind of spotlight? Like, are you trying not to get blood on your hands as a way to have longevity in this game? Are you trying to ride on my coattails until me maybe calling shots for a week gets me in a lot of trouble later down the line, because we're only halfway through our stay here? Do you anticipate me going home because I am more of a threat than you, in the event that both of us end up in trouble? Well, I thought you'd figure it out at one point because you're, you know, not stupid, but I didn't think it would be so soon. It hadn't really crossed my mind until Tobias brought it up, and I just thought I should ask you. And I get it, I know that you're playing your own game here, and I know that only one of us can win, but seriously, Salvador, get some balls and get some blood on your hands. I'm not saying this because I'm mad at you or anything, I'm saying it because, well, you're the only one left in this house who hasn't won a challenge of any kind. You're the weakest player as it stands, based on just how report cards go. And that's kind of dangerous, because either that means you're saving up, or it's the whole thing of if you don't have one by now, you're never gonna have one. And I want you to have at least one. In fact, I would like you to have the next one. So really, I would rather hear you say that you've been waiting to get an MB at the right time, or that you just didn't want one yet. Which is even what you would say to me if you were just shit at playing these challenges, but I just want to know the truth, Salvador. I just want to know what's going through your head about the whole thing. Because I really do trust you, and I'm not trying to attack you or anything, but if you tell me right now that this entire time you've been waiting for me to get kicked out, then that's gonna kind of put a damper on my day, you understand? But not that much of a damper, since I am MB, and I do plan to get Tobias out. Today. Well, it's not all bad intentions. I really would like to make it to the end with you. But Aurora, you are pretty dangerous in this game, and everybody knows it. And I figured as long as I stayed in your shadow, I could make it a little bit longer than you. and I was kind of hoping that when it came time to pick the winner, you would have pissed more people off than me. But when I made a deal with Tessa first thing, the idea wasn't even in my mind. I just did that to get a deal going. But when it came down to you and me winning this MB, I really started thinking along the lines of, do I want to be in the spotlight? And to be honest, I didn't, and I'm glad I'm not. And it wasn't a lie what I said. I really don't trust myself to be MB, because I bet something would go terribly, terribly wrong. Like, I didn't even have the idea to put 2 competition B stuff on the block, that way one of them gets off and Tobias is just screwed. I didn't even have that idea. I do think you're more capable, that's not a lie, and I really did want you to have it, just so nobody will be looking my way. I appreciate your honesty. Now let's get wasted to celebrate my MB. Hell yeah. Liberty! Psst. Liberty! Cows! What the fuck are you doing? I want to talk to you, but I want to talk to you in secret, okay? I don't want anyone to know about this. Okay. What do you want to talk about, Kaz? And this better be good, because you know how I feel about you right now. I understand completely, and I want to apologize for everything. I really shouldn't have taken advantage of you in this house. You don't have to take me back, but I just really want to tell you right now, Liberty. I want to tell you right now that I really miss being your ride or die. I miss it so much. I felt safe with you, and I felt confident in myself that I could protect you. I think you and me were unstoppable together, and it really, really sucks that we're at where we are at now. And I really just want to know, is there any chance that you and me could get back together as a ride or die? Kaz, it's gonna be really hard, especially in this house. Because when everybody's goal is just to win the game, well, I don't know who I can believe anymore. And it especially sucks that I don't know if I can believe you. Because you told me we were gonna be ride or dies. We were gonna be best friends. And then you turned on me. What's up with that? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. I don't understand. Don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. Don't understand, bitch. Liberty, the game is about to change, okay? Things are gonna get really out of control. I don't even want you back just for me. I don't want you back because of my game. I want you back because I actually feel really bad for you. You are putting up a real fight in this game, okay? And it just sucks that I treated you so poorly. And I'm not even gonna blame Arlo, you know? I had my victory over Arlo. It all worked out in the end, but it didn't fix us. While I'm not gonna blame him for everything, I mean, he was kind of responsible, right? Like, he was just a dick to me for no reason. He took advantage of you not trusting me, Liberty. All he did was take advantage of you. And all that did was split us up some more. Arlo was a prick, and he didn't deserve you. But you and me go way back, and I know that might not mean anything to you, but it means something to me. And when I turned on the Illuminati week 3, it wasn't anything against you, and it wasn't anything against Tobias. I just really wanted Arlo gone. He was so bad for us, okay? He was really bad. All he did was help pull us apart, you know? And I say help because, again, it wasn't all him. It was me, too. I was cruel to you, Liberty. I was indifferent. I put you on the block, and I really shouldn't have done that. The truth is, I was just angry, and I thought that after I put you on the block, I thought you would come to me and apologize. But of course you wouldn't. Why would you? It wasn't your fault. It was my fault. I just did everything wrong. I did everything wrong. So, Liberty, will you forgive me? Kaz, I miss laughing with you. I miss having a good time with you. Really, I do. I don't like playing this game against you, and I think you're right. I think, you know, I think Arlo just made things really ugly. I would like to give it a shot, but I know that you're with Aurora, and I know that she has it out for me and Tobias. Well, I can tell you the nom-noms right now, okay? I can give you a little secret dump. Aurora wants to put up you and Tessa, and it's not necessarily because she wants either of you to go home this week. It's because she wants you both to win the SYS so she can put Tobias in your place, and there will be no choice for him. And if it's Tobias versus you at the end, I'm definitely kicking out Tobias. If neither of you win, I'm saving you. And you don't have to believe me right now, but come voting time, you'll know. It's gonna be very hard for me to lie about who voted for who now, because there's only 6 of us left. I think we gotta get Tobias out of this house. I feel like he's the last wall between you and me, and I wanna knock him down. Listen, about Tobias. I am terrified of him right now, because all his game is so far is just taking off the weakest in the Illuminati. And at this point, me and Tessa are about the same, so I really don't know what he's gonna do. He seemed to take a very quick liking to Tessa, who he's known for a minute. I just feel like people in his alliance are expendable to him. But to be fair, his hand was forced sometimes. With me versus Natasha, I'm very grateful he picked me or whatever. But his attitude about it, you know, he wasn't sorry at all. I don't know where I stand with him. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. I really don't know where my own alliance stands. Exactly, Liberty. This is why I want you back. The Illuminati is dead, okay? We all used to trust each other, and then Tobias started getting funny, and then I started getting funny. We all got funny on each other, and we killed the alliance. It's gone. At this stage in the game, we'll never have anything like that again. I think we have to really bring back a ride or die, okay? I think it would be best for you and me. Because if you're still on that block around voting time, I'll tell you what, you have my vote, okay? I would never trust Tobias more than I trust you, and I would never trust Tessa more than I trust you. Believe me, I would love nothing more than to work with Kaz again, but it's just, I don't know. Okay, so Tobias has told me before that Kaz wasn't making a mistake and it was a calculated move. But can I believe Tobias? I'm just thinking, and to me it seems like everything that Kaz has done to me was just to get back at Arlo. And now that he's out of the game, well, what does he have against me? Maybe it is time we came back together. I don't think it's because I'm a master liar or anything. I think it's because she really does like me. And I think it's because she does trust me. I don't have any grand master plans for her. I just would like her to have my back throughout the rest of this competition. If she survives the block again, then my theory is that the bitch can't die.
Ugh, come on guys, you haven't heard of a Nom Nom ceremony? Everybody get your ass into the Nom Nom Lazy Lounge ceremony room immediately.
Did you guys like that? Did you guys like my Valley girl? Wow, nobody's answering this time. They really hated it. What the fuck was that? No, that came from my, like, tear duct. Oh my god. In the normal world, 1 in every 100 people is a psychopath, but in VIBEHAUS, 1 out of every 1 person is a psychopath. Welcome to the Nom Nom ceremony, where these psychopaths are just gonna really butt heads. 2 people are about to have their name drawn out of Aurora's magic hat of wonders, and they're gonna be put on the block. Meaning, uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, they might go home? So without any further ado, Aurora, who are your nom-noms, bro? The first person I've decided to nom-nom is... Tessa.
Wow, Aurora, real big surprise. Real big surprise.
Tessa, I thought what we had was special. And I would like to keep you in the house a little bit longer just to see you and Salvador get in an actual fist fight, but it's not worth the mental strain. The second person I have decided to nom-nom is... Liberty. What's this? Liberty's on the block? What else is new? Liberty, I'm really sorry that you're on the block a 3rd time, but I just really have no one else to nominate, or do I? Oh, no girl, but it's fine. Seriously, when are we playing topless volleyball again? Are you free at 5? I'm always free, bitch, hit me up. Well, that's the end of the Nom Nom ceremony. You two should definitely lose SYS. Like, I don't want a single one of you to win SYS. That would really suck. Tessa, you would make me so angry and sad and depressed if you won SYS. Do you understand? Well, that's it. Goodbye. Oh, the block. Here I am again. At this point, I'm just used to it. And I know that Aurora has no bad intentions. If what Kaz told me is true, she wants me to win SYS. She wants Tobias on this block.
That bitch is only lighting a fire under my ass.
I hope I just lit a fire under Tessa's ass to win this SYS, because I feel like if you're the kind of person that says you can't do it, then she's gonna do it. But I would honestly rather Liberty win, because I just feel really bad because she's been on the block so many times. But at this point, I think she's used to it. Aurora said earlier that she just wants to kick me out as soon as possible. So the time comes for her to nominate 2 people that she wants kicked out, and my name is not brought up. Well, I would be confused if I didn't know exactly what was happening. Those 2 have to lose. Well, all of this anxiety is really making me tired. I think I'm gonna go take a nap with my enormous $1 million check, if you don't mind me. See ya.
Hey, Liberty, what's going on?
Tobias, why do you look like that?
Because I'm so happy. I'm really ecstatic.
Why? Because you're not on the block while Aurora's MB?
Yes, I am more than surprised. Maybe she wants to be friends.
You're a shithead, Tobias. You know exactly what her plan is, don't you? You know everything.
Of course I do, because I am a fortune teller.
Anyways, I have some good news for you.
What?
Tessa told me that she's gonna throw the competition. She's gonna lose on purpose no matter what happens.
What?
Why would she do that? She said she would be willing to stay on the block if I would vote for her to stay. And I said, yeah, sure, fuck it. But, you know, I thought I would talk to you about it and you could get a good laugh out of it, because it's a pretty stupid fucking deal. Because first of all, I couldn't vote for her if I was the replacement. Her entire deal is based on you losing SYS as well, which is a complete uncertainty and is honestly kind of unlikely. But if you throw the SYS and don't tell her, then Tessa's gonna think she's safe. She's gonna think that since you lost and the block remains the same, that I'm gonna vote for her and you're gonna go home. But in reality, if you throw this SYS, then I'll vote for you, because you'll be saving me. You'll be keeping me off the block, because Liberty, if I go on this block, I'm definitely going home. So, would you be willing to throw this SYS to not only make Tessa look like an idiot, but keep you and me in the game? Because think about it, Aurora and Salvador definitely want Tessa out. Kaz is gonna keep you in the game, and I'll keep you in the game if you do this for me. What do you think? What do you think about it? Tobias, I really just don't know. This seems pretty risky for me, and I do believe that the only way to win is to take risks, but at the same time, I don't know, this one just seems a little unnecessary. I think that me and Tessa should both try our hardest to save ourselves, especially when we both want to win the Vibe House. Look, if you don't take the deal, then you're not guaranteed to be safe in the house. You could win, or you could lose. But if you lose the SYS and you don't take this deal, well then, I'm gonna have to keep the same deal with Tessa, and I'm gonna have to vote you out. But if you do take the deal, then this week is sealed for you. I can't argue with that, Tobias. I don't think I've ever had a more anxious week than this one, and a little bit of security would be nice. I'll take you up on the deal. I'll throw the SYS. That's great, Liberty. You're doing me a real favor, and I'll appreciate it. Phase 1 of Operation Keep My Ass Off the Block has been completed. Now on to Phase 2.
Hey, Salvador. Hey, Salvador.
Get away from me, you fucking ankle biter.
Tell your girlfriend that putting me on the block was a bad idea, because I'm gonna win SYS and then MB, and then I'm gonna kick her out.
Okay. Hey, Tessa. Hey, Leonidas. Leonidas? Sorry, Zanzibar? Lord Farquaad? My name's Salvador. Sorry, just for some reason I can't keep your name straight in my head. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic, like I forgot what your name was half the time. Okay. Hey, is Tessa bothering you? Because I can get her off your ass if you'd like me to. If you can do that for me, that would be great, and I would probably hate you less. Oh, Salvador, you have such a way with words. Come on, Tessa, let's go talk.
Fuck ass. What's up, Tobias? How can I help you today?
So you know what Aurora's trying to do by putting you and Liberty on the block and not me, right?
Yeah, she's trying to fucking piss me off.
Well, that, and she wants the both of you to win an SYS, and then once one of you wins an SYS, she's gonna put me up as a replacement, and then at that point, I won't even have a choice. I'll have to stay on the block until the end of Final Couchdown, and whether that means I'm still sitting in a chair by the end of it, or I'm gone, well, that's gonna be up to me, and not up to the game. You gotta understand, this was one of the first times I was ever actually freaking out. I had no idea what to do, like I really didn't have a plan. But thankfully, Liberty offered to save my ass. She said that she would throw the SYS for me. But only if in exchange, when she's on the block, I would vote you out instead of her.
What?
Yeah. She's willing to throw you under the bus, especially because she doesn't know you that well, and she doesn't know if she can trust you. Which is understandable. You did kind of come out of the blue, but I can trust you, Tessa. I really can. I really feel like I can trust you.
That's awesome to hear, some boys.
And I can trust that you've probably figured out the flaw in Liberty's plan, right?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Specifically because Liberty's plan assumes that you won't win SYS. If you win SYS, I'm gonna be put up as a replacement, and then, she won't have my vote anymore because I can't vote. So I thought, this is a pretty stupid plan and it's absolutely worthless. Until I thought, maybe I can use this to strike a deal with you, Tessa.
What's the deal, man?
Tessa, I know you have a fighter spirit. I know you're not going to like to hear this at first, but if you throw this SYS and you and Liberty are still on the block, then I'm going to vote for you to stay.
You want me to throw the SYS competition?
Yeah, I want you to throw the SYS for me, because if you do, Liberty's ass is going home. Now, how do I know this? Well, Salvador is definitely going to vote for you to be kicked off, obviously, because he hates your goddamn guts, right? As I just witnessed.
Yeah.
Kaz and Liberty are at odds right now. They were ride or dies, and now they're just bitter toward each other all the time. Plus, I don't think Kaz takes you seriously. I think he feels safer with you in the house than Liberty, because he feels like Liberty could turn on him at any second. And then, there's me. If you make this deal with me, I'll vote for you. Liberty will be kicked out 2-1, and we'll both make it another week. Then, it's all up in the air. Nobody's safe until that MB.
Tobias is presenting me with a really titillating offer. I can feel my tits titillating right now. But, do I really want to throw this SYS? I don't know. I want to win as many competitions as I can. I just want to win so bad. To throw an SYS, well, it just feels like it'd be going against my entire principles, all my morals, which are shot already, but still, I am Tessa. I am a winner. But if I have to sacrifice one dub for the biggest dub of them all, being the VIBEHAUS, well then, I think I'm ready to make that sacrifice. Even still, there's just one more thing bothering me. Are Liberty and Kaz really still at odds? Kaz asked me himself. He said, has Liberty been talking about me? He wants to make up with her. Could Tobias be talking out of his ass here? It's very possible. It's very possible. And I know that we kicked him out of the Illuminati. I know that Liberty even made her own points as to why she wanted him out. But he tells me that he still wants to make up with her. Was it that deep then? Was it ever that deep? Are we still being played by those two? Like, I don't know. I want to go meet up with Liberty and clear this shit up. But in the meantime, I can't leave Tobias hanging. If I'm gonna make this deal, I gotta make it now. Well, Tobias, it sounds like a deal. I won't be happy to throw this SYS, but I'll be happy to be safe another week. Thank you so much, Tessa. You're a lifesaver. You're actually saving my game right now. Tessa and Liberty sitting in the SYS area. LOSING for me to stay in the game. It does suck that someone in my alliance is going to go home, and I don't really know which one I want to vote off, but I'm going to play that by ear. Until then, I'm just going to relax. Hey, Liberty. Hey, Liberty.
Oh, hey, Tessa, what's going on?
I got you some ice cream.
Whoa, Tessa, thank you so much. I was really craving some sweets. How did you know?
I didn't. I just had some extra ice cream, and I thought I would share it with you. Especially since ice cream really helps my throat, you know?
Oh, yeah, I get it. Hey, can I ask you real quick? This isn't like the host's body or anything. Like, where did you get this?
Oh, it's not. Don't worry about it. I just got it from the freezer.
Oh, okay, good. Because even if you taste like ice cream, the idea of eating the host is just disturbing, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Hey, so Kaz was telling me earlier, we were talking, and, I just wanted to know how things were between you two. Because he was asking about you, Kaz wanted our meeting to be absolutely secret, but Tessa's asking me about how we're doing. Should I tell her we're alright? Should I tell her I'm indifferent? I really don't know. Well, Kaz wanted it a secret, and if I'm expected to have his trust,
I better keep a secret, even though we know how well Kaz does with secrets, don't we? But I'm gonna turn the other cheek. I'm not gonna fight fire with fire. I'm going to keep his secret. Because it's harmless anyway. It really doesn't make a difference, does it? I don't know, Tessa. I haven't really talked to him lately. But if I do see him and like really sit down and talk about it, I guess I just want him to know that that I'm not angry. I just don't think he'd be good for the Illuminati anymore, because he stepped on all of our toes, man, so many times. But I know that most of it was just to get Arlo framed, but now Arlo's gone, so I really don't know what his game plan is.
Well, okay, so say that we both failed this SYS. Who do you think Kaz is gonna vote for?
Why? I really have no idea.
Well, I'm just asking because, by the sounds of it, Tobias is pretty sure that Kaz would kick you out if it was still you and me on the block.
Well, that's not what he told me.
What did he tell you?
He said that if I was still on the block, then Kaz would kick you off.
Wait a minute, so you and me had pretty much the exact same conversation?
Yeah, but separate.
Okay, Liberty, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to answer me very honestly, okay? And I really hope this does not fuck me over.
I already think I know what you're about to ask.
Well, I'm gonna ask it anyways. Did Tobias make a deal with you?
Yeah.
Did Tobias maybe ask you to throw the SYS?
Yeah.
And did he maybe say that it was my idea in the first place and that I was going to throw the SYS anyways, and then he asked you to do it, and he said that he would keep you in and kick me out because it was
Yeah. He told me the exact same thing, except I am you and you're me.
That son of a bitch.
You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. It was his idea this entire time? Oh my god, I really do not know what to believe anymore. This house is driving me absolutely crazy.
He said it was your idea, and then it was a stupid idea, so he's gonna turn on you, and he said that Kaz would vote you out too because you guys are fighting.
Okay, that's it, Tessa. We can't throw this SYS. We have to fight. We have to fight harder than ever before, and we have to get Tobias out of this house. Do you understand?
I understand better than anybody.
Whatever we do, one of us has to win this SYS. Because if we don't, neither of us are safe. I don't know who he's gonna kick out.
Yeah, me either. But I'll tell you what, Liberty, if I win SYS, you have my vote. Because Tobias is gonna be the replacement, and he's gotta go.
Yeah, same to you. I'm ready to make this deal. I'm ready to make the deal with you. We gotta save ourselves, and then we gotta save each other, because Tobias does not have our back.
Right on, sister.
Hey guys, I'm just huffing Sharpies right now. It's really fun. By the way, if anyone wants to stop by and visit the SYS spot, you totally should. That's not a suggestion, that's an order. Welcome everybody who is being forced by the producers of the show to be at the SYS spot. I'm sure you would rather all be napping or masturbating right now, but we have a very special ceremony to witness. Tessa, Liberty, you two have been nom-nommed by our gorgeous goth chick Aurora to be booted out of the VIBEHAUS. But as you ladies know, this is not set in stone. One of you can save yourselves from this block. And whoever it is, I'm going to give you a little pat on the shoulder because you earned it. For this week's SYS challenge, this challenge that will make you clutch your pearls and your heart and possibly your genitals. Tessa, Liberty, as you two know from the MB challenge, I am an ice cream cone. Isn't that so neat?
I don't give a shit.
Right, okay, that's what most of my friends say. Anyways, the SYS challenge for this week is to, well, try to lick the ice cream cone. That's right, guys. This week for your SYS, you have to lick me. You have to get a tasty little lick off my ice cream body.
Hey, wait a minute, host. Are you stealing my idea?
Yeah, Tessa, I sure was. Actually, the entire point of this week's MB challenge was just to get more ideas for SYS challenges, because it's episode 5 and I'm already running out. My producers are giving me absolute sandpaper to work with. They said, why don't you make them play Jenga without their hands? I immediately fired the guy who said that. Yeah, that's lame as shit.
Yeah, that is really lame. I'm glad I'm not playing that.
Right, so aren't you glad that you're playing an SYS that you came up with, Tessa?
Yeah, it's pretty aight.
But remember, Tessa, like you said, I hired professional ninjas to come and try to attack you if you try to get a lick off me. So here's the deal. First person to lick my ice cream head wins SYS and will be able to save themselves from the block. But if my ninjas that I hired are really as good as they say they are, then you guys don't stand a chance. And if neither of you can lick my ice cream head, then I'm sorry, but you will not be able to save yourselves from the block. And Liberty, I really did want to make a challenge about an ice cream fetish, but I just really couldn't find a way to fit it in. Oh, well, host, I can think of a couple things that you... Oh, fit it in. Fit it in. Fit it in. Fit it in. Fit the ice cream in my pussy. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee, ho ho ho, I'm hilarious. So, since I'm actually part of this challenge, what I'm gonna have to do is replicate myself and provide the commentary and after image of myself, because I'm all powerful. I can be in two places at the same time. I just choose not to because I don't like listening to one person talk to me. How do you think I'd feel if I had to listen to two at the same time? So here I go. Here I am. What's up, guys? How are all my safe little babies doing? I feel fantastic. I'm glad to hear it, Tobias. It's a shame that the host wasted all of these ninjas. They're going to have a very easy job. So the challenge has started and the ninjas are out, and it looks like Liberty and Tessa are both charging straight for them. What? Wow, Tessa's a really fast runner. I'm glad I haven't pissed her off so much she wanted to murder me. Why is she running? Because, Tobias, she's got a fighter spirit. Oh, fuck off. What's the matter, Tobias? Are you scared that they're doing really good or something? Oh, somebody's getting cranky. Alright, Don Quixote de la Mancha, calm the fuck down. That's not my name. I'm sorry, DiGiorno, please forgive me. That's not my name either, Tobias. Say my name. Say my name. See my name. Let's get back to the competition here. Man, these bitches really want to lick me. Huh. You guys can tell I'm really used to saying that every weekend night when I go out to hang out with my prostitutes and my hoes. You're pathetic. It looks like Liberty's being fruit ninja'd by the ninjas and she's the fruit. If Liberty was a fruit, what kind of fruit do you guys think she would be? I think she would be a mango, like a pear or something. Wow, you guys are creative. What other fruits are there? Like a durian? She's not a durian. Durians smell like shit. Liberty smells like hairspray and ketamine. Salvador, why are you going around the house smelling other girls? Guys, I think Liberty's out of the running officially. All 18 parts of Liberty, all 18 severed fleshy parts. Man, Liberty, you really let me down. Now I just need Tessa to let you down next. Unlikely, Tobias. It looks like she's really got a hold of this competition. She's littering the field with blood, and she's getting ever closer to my sweet, sweet, delicious ice cream head. So, host, I have a question. Yeah, what's up, Aurora, you vagina hat? Why didn't you tell us earlier that you were actually ice cream the entire time? Well, because it's embarrassing, to be honest with you. You know, I want everyone to think that I'm ethereal. I want everyone to think I am a ghost. I'm a mysterious ghosty ghost boy from another dimension. But really, I'm just a sentient glob of vanilla ice cream that's existed for all time and will continue to exist until time ceases, which I really don't know if time's gonna cease. Nobody tells me these things. But take you, for example, Aurora. You know, you're a witch. You know what it's like to be supernatural. But what if you really weren't a witch and you were living a lie, but everyone thought you were a witch and they treated you like a witch, but really deep down inside, you knew you were just a girl who liked to leave the house looking like a depressed clown and nothing more? Would you want to tell everyone that fact? Yeah, because to be honest, I don't give a shit what people think about me. Well, that's really brave of you to say, especially since you're not putting yourself out there or anything. All you do is sit around your house. Of course you don't care what anyone thinks about you because there's nobody around. Huh. Real talk. Yeah, real talk. Anyways, enough real talk. Let's get back to the real walk. And it looks like Tessa is just walking through this challenge. Except what she didn't realize is I planted one final ninja. Right when she thinks she's eliminated the hordes of ninjas that I've hired, there's going to be a giant mega ninja that combines all of the ninjas' dead bodies to function as functioning limbs. And it's going to be a huge ninja, and the sword is going to be made out of the souls of all the dead ninjas, and the mega ninja made up of a bunch of different ninjas is going to just start hacking away at her with these souls, and it's going to be an anime battle apparently. Yeah, it's going to be like an anime battle. Look, all of the corpses are rising up right now, and Tessa's looking at it like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know how people see this stuff happening and she's like, what's going on? So this giant ninja made up of the dead bleeding corpse of all of the ninjas, and also Liberty's here. She's still alive as 18 different pieces of Liberty flesh. She's also like, what's going on? And this giant ninja holding a sword made up of the souls of all of the damn ninjas is standing right in front of my ice cream cone. How is Tessa gonna do? Oh, she's running under its legs because she's really tiny and she just licked my face. Tessa wins.
Guys, I did it. I licked the ice cream cone.
Congratulations, Tessa. You have just won the power to save yourself. And alongside that, you finally fulfilled my purpose. You licked the ice cream, and now the ice cream cone version of myself can finally move on to its next life. Look at it go. It's going away. Isn't this so happy? I have no idea what's going on, and I really don't care. Hi, host. It's me, Liberty. I'm currently in 18 different pieces. Could you please put me back together? Sorry, Liberty. I can't do anything about it. But aren't you like an extra-dimensional creature who doesn't have to follow any rules or laws of physics? Yeah, but, I just don't feel like it. So, Tessa, Liberty, thank you guys for playing SYS, and thank you for freeing my ice cream cone soul. We're gonna sort out all the shit we need to sort out at the quasi-final countdown. So come on, Vamonos. Everybody, let's go. Come on, we can do it. I know that we can do it. What are the words? Yes, hello? I would like to place an order for delivery. Yeah, can I get one large quasi-final couchdown? Oh, hee-haw. Welcome to the QFC, which is the quasi-final couchdown. This is actually the second week in a row we're doing this, guys. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So do you guys see something wrong with this picture? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you smart, beautiful baby boys and girls realize that there's something very wrong. Tessa here does not belong in the Nom Nom seat anymore. In fact, she needs to leave. Immediately, Tessa, get out before I get angry and like I get real mad.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, good. I feel a lot more calm. Thank goodness Tessa left that Nom Nom seat, or else I really would have went sicko mode on you motherfuzzs. But now this presents an even bigger problem. There's nobody in that chair. There has to be somebody in that chair every week, you guys. Every week. But there's nothing I can do about it. Aurora, you're the only one who can put somebody there. So who are you gonna put there? Tell us. Tell us all right now. My replacement Nom Nom for this week is Tobias. Oh, don't zoom in on me. You all knew this was gonna fucking happen. This is the part where I go, oh my god, I can't believe I'm on the block.
Tobias really thought he was being slick with that trick he pulled with me and Liberty. He thought he was gonna trick Aurora and screw her over. But really, while I don't have that bitch's back, I have my own back. And that means I don't have Tobias's back, so, double middle finger to you, bitch boy. I'm on the block next to Tobias again. This is deja vu all over again. But I hope that just like last time, I'm the one who stays. Well, Tobias, you heard the woman in the ironic sweater. Get your ass in that chair, please, for the cameras, for the people watching at home. There we go. Tobias is now sitting pretty in that chair. Look at him. He looks like a little doll. So Tobias, Liberty, like usual, you guys have got 20 minutes. You gotta talk up the house. You really gotta turn it on its head. You gotta do your best. I believe in you. Even though it seems likely I'm gonna stay in this house, I do want to check up on Tessa and Salvador. But separately, because those two together, they could split the atom, really. But before I could make my way to Tessa, I was stopped by the notorious Tobias. Liberty, what the fuck happened in there? What happened to our deal? Oh, our deal? You mean like the deal that you made with Tessa, the same exact one? You're fucking kidding. That's right, Tobias. We figured it out. We are smarter than you. We are smarter than you. It was all a ploy to save yourself, without actually having to save yourself. And without us saving ourselves. You're just a user, Tobias. And now, you're probably going home. Because Aurora wants you out, so Salvador wants you out, and me and Tessa figured out your shenanigans, so she probably wants you out now too. Even if Kaz votes for you, your ass is great. Whatever, good job. Ooh, Tobias is pissed. Hey Tessa, oh yeah Tessa, congratulations on your SYS. Thanks so much, Liberty. I really pulled out all the stops. Especially after that bitch Aurora said I couldn't do it.
Tessa, come on. You know she wanted you to do it. She wants Tobias out, not you.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But hey, I have your vote, right? Please don't go back on me.
Liberty, what do I look like, Tobias? Fucking Kaz? I'm not for that shit. We made a deal. You have my vote, understand?
You're a queen, and you're a lifesaver. We should definitely stick together going forward. I feel like I can trust you.
The feeling's mutual. The only thing about bothers me is that Salvador is probably gonna have your vote too, just because you're up against Tobias. And the very thought of me voting with Salvador, having the same vote as Salvador, having the same vote as Salvador, pisses me off. But I gotta keep you in. You're my girl, Liberty. You're my GIRLLLL You're my girl.
Hey Aurora, do you think we're alcoholics? No, we're just celebrating a lot because this has been a really promising MB. My risk paid off, you know, everything's going well. Tobias is definitely going home this week. So, while the times are good, let's drink. And while the times are bad, let's also drink. Well, I'm pretty sure no alcoholics ever said that exact sentence before, so I'll drink to that. Hey Aurora, hey Salvador. Oh shit, it's fucking Liberty. Hey, what's up, Liberty? How's it going? Dudette. I'm feeling really good about myself. Well, that's fantastic. Hey, you should really sit down. You should really have a drink with us. Yeah, especially because we're gonna keep you in the game. Oh, thanks guys, I really appreciate it. You know, Liberty, it sucks. This entire game we've been on opposite sides of the house. But I really do think you're cool. Yeah, you know, I just wish we could have hung out more. But at this stage in the game, we've already pledged our loyalty, and you know, I'm kind of riding with Tessa, and Tessa doesn't fuck with you guys, so we're just gonna have to see what happens going forward. Yeah, this week's pretty much set in stone, but next time's all up in the air. So we're gonna drink to today, we're gonna drink to tomorrow, we're gonna drink to the next day, we're gonna drink to the next day, and the next day. I'll drink to that. Kaz. Oh, Kaz. Kaz, my fat friend, my fat bearded friend. What's up? What the hell was that? I'm in a sing-songy mood, you know? What of it? I'm feeling unusually chipper. Yeah, it sure is unusual, especially because, you know, from the sounds of it... Don't even finish that sentence. I already know what you're about to say. Tobias, things aren't looking good for you. But you know what? There's just something about being in fucked up situations beyond my control that makes me so delightfully happy. I really can't explain it. All I can do is sit back and enjoy it. Just sit back and enjoy every single little fucked up thing life throws at me. And you know what, Kaz? I want to spend my final moments in the house with you. Because to be honest, you're one of the only other people I can stand in this house. You're right up there with Aurora, but I can't really be seen with her, or else her attack dog is gonna fucking cut my limbs off. Do you mean Salvador? Come on, Toby, he's not gonna do anything to you. Maybe we should just go up to them. Maybe we should all go party. If you're fine with going home, you know, why don't we all just come together? I hear they're drinking by the pool right now, and that sounds pretty fun. Well, before we go and do any of that, I thought I might as well give one final plea. Kaz, oh Kaz, may I please, pretty please, have your vote at the very least? Can we do anything together? Can we have any sort of campaign just to keep me in for even one more week? I screwed up, man. I really screwed up. You don't even know. I had a master plan and everything, but I made the fatal mistake of letting Liberty and Tessa fucking talk to each other. And now it's all gonna blow up in my face. You wanna talk about fuck-ups? Well, there's one for the books. I've been playing this game way too good to go home this early. I think we can pull something together, don't you? Some kind of last-second plan to save Tobias from utter destruction? Is there any way that you'd vote against Liberty to save me? Oh, Tobias. Sorry, not sorry. I can't give you my vote. What's happening? I thought Kaz's Tulpa was dead. Tobias, I really like you, and it's a shame Aurora got to see this face before you. But I got my words wrong when I showed her. I told her this was my second face, but actually, it's my real face. So get a good look. Take a picture, it'll last longer. Done, this shit should go in a museum. Anyway, I've always wanted to do this, because you did it to Arlo and Natasha, and I was like, man, it must feel good to tell someone to their face they're going home. So here goes. Tobias, you're fucked. You are going home this week. Now that Arlo's gone, me and Liberty made up. Okay, so that's another fatal error, I understand. It's probably going to be my downfall, but you should know that there's a reason you and Liberty are such close friends. Is it because we love drugs and partying? No. It's because you're both full of shit. Liberty's tricking you, Kaz. She only wants you to think you're getting back together because it secures her your vote. Come on, Tobias. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. If Liberty was being insincere, I would know. Would you? Would you? I guess neither of us would know. I wouldn't ignore the possibility, though. Listen, Kaz, if you vote out Liberty, I'll forget about the juke incident. You saving me will take you straight to the final two. But if I go home now, the head of your alliance is getting locked off. Nobody will be safe after next week. Your game will go from a solid foundation to extra liquidy jello. Why are you trying to Nostradamus Aurora's elimination? It's not working. That's a shame. Because it's grounded in some pretty solid evidence. Like what? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. It's like I said, Tobias. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. You've gotten to the point where your game is just writing checks that your ass can't cash. So it's over for you. You're a tyrant, and you're not as smart as you want people to think you are. You said you wanted Aurora out because you wanted to go for stronger competition and save the weakest for last. At the same time, you kicked off the weakest members of your alliance. What you failed to realize is that everyone's competition in this house. Alliances only take you so far. In a way, by kicking off the weakest in the alliance, you've kicked off weak competition. You've kicked off the easiest pieces to move. You've lost your safety nets and your sleeper cells. You lost Natasha, she was a number, and you lost Arlo, and he was a tool you used to split up me and Liberty. Now they're both gone, and all you've got left is enemies, and an alliance that knows your tricks. And if you're so ready to turn on people, then expect people to turn on you and take the consequences on the chin. 'Cause you've made your bed. And now you're gonna lie in it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Do me a favor and win this game, Kaz. I plan to. Now let's go get drunk by the pool. You put your left foot in, you take your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you fuck all about. Welcome to the final couchdown. In this nut-busting edition of Final Couchdown, Tessa managed to lick my face. And because of that, she was taken off the block and replaced with Tobias. So now, the time has come. Even though the Nom-Noms have gotten a chance to campaign themselves, as well as have a massive drunken pool party that was this close to turning into an orgy, I've decided to give them another chance to save themselves for the last time, because I'm basically Jesus Christ. So, Tobias, why don't you go ahead and start us off? A wise man once told me, Tobias, stop crying, because there's nothing you can do about it now. That man was my dad, and that was right after I fell into a cactus and had to be taken to the hospital. Now, this is my last chance to really save myself. This is my last chance to sway the vote. But if the last 4 eliminations told me anything, it's that this speech doesn't matter, and crying is not gonna help. You guys have all made up your mind, and I respect that. I would kick me out too. But anyways, game aside, after I fell into that cactus, my dad took me to get ice cream. He said, look, Toby, I'm sorry I told you to stop crying, because the truth is, sometimes crying makes you feel better. But just know that falling into a cactus isn't the only kind of pain there is in life. Some things are going to hurt a lot worse. But if you can put on a brave face, and if you can ignore the pain, that doesn't mean the pain will go away, but it'll just mean that you just come off like you don't really give a shit about it. You take the power away from the pain. You don't bitch. You don't moan. Instead, you just kind of sigh and say, well, whatever. So I'm sorry I told you to stop crying now, especially since you're just a kid. But when you grow up, you're gonna learn that there's a better way to deal with things. And I said, wow, Dad, that's really cool. And he said, yeah, now stop falling into cactuses, you dumb shit. Wow, Tobias, you're a natural-born shitty storyteller. Liberty, you're up next. Blah blah blah, 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 blah 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 blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Thank you. Wow, Liberty, I couldn't have said it better myself. Now that these two are done talking, it's time for everybody to get up off their lazy behinds and go vote in the voting booth. Kaz, please cast your vote to eliminate. I vote to eliminate Tobias. Salvador, please cast your vote to eliminate. We did it. We finally did it. Well, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, but either way, I vote to eliminate Tobias. Tessa, please cast your vote to eliminate.
I vote to eliminate the mastermind, head ass Tobias.
Well, all you sexy little goblins wearing really tight pants, the reviews are in. And thanks to Microsoft, all of my personal information has been leaked to foreign countries. By a vote of 3-0, Tobias, you've been kicked the fuck out of VIBEHAUS. You've been kicked the fuck out of VIBEHAUS. You've been eliminated, and now you will leave and go home and live in your parents' basement for the rest of time.
Everybody. Oh yeah.
Whatever. I got $1 million.
Oh yeah,
get
oh
crunk,
yeah,
get
yeah,
crunk.
yeah.
Tobias is gone.
Out.
Get
Tobias
crunk.
out of the
Tobias
house.
is gone. We got that bitch. We got that bitch. We got that bitch. We got that bitch. We got that mother. We got that. We got that mother. Oh yeah.
Oh, good job, you two. Good fucking job. But you better watch out next week because until that MB, neither of you
Shut
are
up, Tessa.
safe.
I'm partying right now. We got that.
Oh, you're partying?
motherfucker.
You like to
We
fucking
got
party?
that-
Like
Back
a
up,
barn
bitch. Back
sour.
up. Seriously, I will fuck you up. I will mess you up real bad.
Wait,
I will mess
do
you
it,
up real
do
bad,
it,
real good,
do
real
it.
bad.
Fight me. Fight me. Hit me now. Hit me now, you bitch.
Whoa, whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
guys,
whoa, whoa!
stop,
Come on.
Violence.
No, let him do it. Let him do it. Come on, just
I'll kill you, bitch.
I'll kill you, bitch.
I'll kill you, bitch. And just like that, just like sticking your toes into raw beef, Tobias Claypool has been kicked out of VIBEHAUS. 5 squatters remain. Who will take a nude photograph? Who will run on a hamster wheel like a hamster? Who will shit in a cup and then throw the shit in the cup at somebody, and the shit will hit their face and they'll be like, ew, gross, it's shit. Man, we actually did it. We actually kicked Tobias out of the house. Me and Salvador are gonna get just fucking plastered. Some more. The man had some tricks up his sleeve, but in the end, I had more. I survived the block for a 3rd time. You know what? I think I'm just Superwoman. I think I'm invincible. And surviving next to Tobias, well, that's especially impressive. I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back.
Everybody better sleep with one eye open. No, fuck it. 2 eyes open. No, fuck it. They better open their 3rd eye. They better align their chakras and open their 3rd eye. Sleep with all 3 eyes open. Because otherwise, you can't see Tessa coming. You can't see it.
Listen, I'm gonna defend myself here. My party time is very sacred, okay? Especially this one. This is a very big victory for me, and I did not like it being taken away. But aside from that, you know, Aurora figured out my entire game strategy, but she's still in the house. And you know, we've been A1 since day one. We've been together since this shit started, and I don't see us going anywhere anytime soon. So maybe it's time I actually whoop my ass into gear and won an MB for once. But I don't wanna.